What's this house? Hunted. School. Okay. Game you're about to play contains graphic violence that some may find uncomfortable or disturbing. Creator takes no responsibility for those who may be upset by proceeding. By continuing, you are consenting to the contents therein, agreeing that you are capable and mature enough to enjoy this content responsibly. You've been warned. Long bus ride. But I'm glad I'm finally here. Look around yourself, taking in the surroundings, breathing in the nauseating aroma of bus exhaust and oil. There's obviously not much to look at here at the Grey Horse, not Greyhound, bus station. I'm sure the rest of the city is beautiful, just like the brochure said. Hopefully the apartment company was honest about having my new place ready for moving. Quickly grabbing your modest baggage from the bag claim, you straighten your clothes and walk toward the nearest visitor center. There's a cafe nearby, starting right now. Be nice, pick me up. Also kind of wanted to see the city. Could just wander around a little bit. Okay, I'm also pretty tired. Maybe I should head to my apartment. I guess we head to the cafe first. Then long without eating something, I'll collapse. Coffee also sounds pretty great right now. Finally make your way to the nearest cafe. Small and quaint, you can hear the chatter of random patrons inside. You slowly step in the cafe, taking in the smooth, rich smell of brewing coffee and the sweet scent of the baked goods. It makes your stomach growl even louder and prompts you to rush up to the counter to place your order as quickly as you can. After placing your order and snatching up your dinner for the day, scurry over to the furthest table away from anyone else to scarf them all down. Coffee is thick and strong, flies on your throat slower than you expect. It's an odd sensation, but strangely not bad. Cake is equally odd experience. You'd sound on coffee cake, but the flavor seems to be different with every bite you take. It makes it hard to get used to eating it. It's also strange, hard bits about it that pop and sizzle like pop rocks, but taste like cinnamon. You're so hungry right now, you just deal with the weird food and focus on getting in your stomach as quickly as possible. As you're focusing on your food, you don't notice the older looking man sit down at the table in front of you. Okay. I notice you, hello. How can I help you? The strange man adjusted his burning red blazer and cleared his throat. His movements were so odd and stiff, as if he was made out of cardboard. You're new in town, Austin wondering. Need a place to call your own. The way he talked surprised you. His voice was so smooth, as if he'd given the same speech a million times. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mason Tallow, I'm a realtor in all of the Uncanny Valley. I can help you find your dream home today. Quickly snatched a business card from his breast pocket, only for another identical business card to pop up to take its place. He offered it out to you, his hand coming uncomfortably close to your face, making you flinch back a bit before taking it from him. Give me a call and we can get you set up at the house today. Guaranteed. About now. Okay, I should tell you I already have an apartment lined up, so I don't think I'm in a place to be buying a whole house. That's kinda alright. I'm sure you'll be giving me a call. I am the #1 realtor in all of Uncanny Valley, after all. I've never had a disappointed buyer. You'll love the house. I found just for you. I'll be waiting. Strange realtor walked away before you could get a chance to argue. His long legs carried him faster than you expected. You just shrugged and pocketed the business card. No harm in holding on to it just in case something happens with the new apartment. You quickly finish up your food and beverage, making sure to leave a nice tip on the table before heading out to the apartment. As you approach the new apartment complex, you feel warm in your heart. You can't help thinking about how you finally getting a much needed change in your life. Take a deep breath in, taking in the cool, clean air of the valley and step forward to find your apartment number. Here it is. So exciting. I've been wanting my own apartment for a while. You go to turn the handle. The door doesn't budge as you twist the handle. Try again. It's locked. The heck, they said the door will be unlocked when I get here. Well, got here, I should give him a call. Hello, Uncanny Valley apartment hunters. How may we help you? Hello, I'm supposed to move in today, but my apartment is locked. You can hear paper shuffling on the other side of the line, followed by what can only be described as the roars of an animal you can't place. Yes, we had a little issue with your apartment. It won't be ready until tomorrow. Our apologies. No, I'm gonna do now. The issue possibly be, and you could pry more for a better explanation, but you also don't want to be rude. Sure. You saw ultimately decided there just to be patient. You don't know what the company might be going through right now. Thank you. Please give me a call when the apartment is ready. Yes, of course. Have a good day. You. With that, they hung up and left you standing in front of the apartment building you have already been in by now. Shoot. Now what? Slip your hands in your pocket absentmindedly and feel the hard piece of paper crunch against your fist. You pull the paper out of your pocket and suddenly remember me. Yeah, you're right. I was looking to afford this apartment. Can't buy a house right now. Still, it wouldn't hurt to call and see what's available. We'll call, or probably make the story more interesting if we do. Don't see the harm in blowing some time looking at pretty houses they'll never afford. This is something to do. No answer. So much for being the one realtor in Uncanny Valley. Okay. Well, thank you for your call. Are you ready to see your dream house today? Were you just waiting for me to call you? How ridiculous. I'm simply the best in the city, always waiting for a prospective buyer call. I'm always ready to show you to your brand new life. This guy was starting to worry you greatly, but he was already here. It'd be rude to ask him to leave. Let's go with him. No harm in going with him. He's trying to do his job, right? Mm-hmm. He may be a bit pushy, but realtors are always like that. Are you Mason? Well, let's go look at this house. Oh, I knew you would choose the right answer, dear buyer. But let's go right there then. The house is simply dying to meet you. Okay. Before you could probably ask him why he phrased it so oddly, you felt him roughly grab you by the upper arm, dragging you along with him down the street. You felt like you had been walking for an hour in awkward silence, struggling to keep up with the strange realtor's long and fast strides, and finally he stopped abruptly, forcing you to bump roughly into his back. You didn't budge at all from the force of your weight against his back. You jumped back, trying to hide the red of your cheeks from your embarrassment. Sorry. Look over at the huge house before you for the for sale sign, glaring obviously on the curb. This is the house? Oh, do you see something like after all? I'm surprised. This house is in very good condition. You don't think I could seriously afford this place, right? The place is huge. Quite far, I see. I assure you, the price is very reasonable, and I'm willing to haggle greatly. The seller is simply looking to sell fast. Look back at the house. Something had to be up with this. It was sounding more and more fishy the more this realtor talked it up. Okay, what's the catch then? Catch? Yeah, come on, man. Why is someone trying to get rid of this beautiful house? Is someone dying in it or something? Of course not. This pause worried you greatly, but you were pretty sure you read somewhere that realtors had to disclose that information to you or something, right? Not necessarily. It depends on the state and the laws in place. Simply come inside, take a look around. No strings attached. You'll love it when you see the insides and be able to walk away from a deal like this, dear buyer. Something definitely felt wrong about all of this, but you were already here. Might as well. Alright, let's go check it out then. Don't get your hopes up though, Mr. Talo. Well, I have no doubts that you'll be instantly attached when you see it. He roughly grabbed your arm again, his sharp fingertips digging in roughly as he followed you. And you followed him up the concrete walkway to the bright red door. Alright, how long have you been searching for a buyer for this place? Tried to ask to lighten the mood up a little. Noticed Mason staring intently ahead to the door, his eyes looking almost hungry as he ushered you to the door and into the living room. Okay. This is pretty nice. You look around at the stand and the furniture and run your fingers along the couch. It's warm. In fact, the place feels really uncomfortably warm and humid. Hey, do you think we could turn on AC or something? It's a bit hot in here. It's a little hard to focus. You actually love this house? It's a little early for that. I haven't even seen any of the other rooms. I don't feel very good. Can I sit down? Oh, by all means, make yourself comfortable, dear buyer. You shakily stumble over to the couch, your hands helplessly grasping at the warm leather. You get surprised as Mason grabs you by the shoulders, guiding you to the middle of the couch to help you sit down. You try to steady yourself, rubbing your head in an attempt to stop the sickening vertigo. Can you maybe crack a window or something? It's getting really hot. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, something that's a terrible shame, dear buyer. You glance up at the room still wobbling around you, making it more and more difficult to stay upright. What? I was beginning to enjoy your company. Sometimes I find a responsible buyer, and it does become awfully benign to be eating everyone who comes over. Your eyes have difficulty processing the melting walls around you, becoming more and more organic and even meaty in texture, and you start to notice a strange, sickly, sweet smell that you hadn't noticed a moment ago. Breathing in, it makes you feel even more dizzy, and you slowly slump down on the warm, fleshy-like couch. Eat? Yes, in noontime, this must be very confusing for you, correct? That's alright. You don't need to talk. I will simply explain the situation. After all, I am Uncanny Valley's #1 realtor, and I've been doing this for a very long time. Though it's been decades since I found someone so receptive, other folks in here in the valley hate explaining anything. Very lucky chance you met me first. You can feel Basic crawl over you onto the couch, his hands placed carefully next to your head as he leaned in close to speak in your ear. It felt extremely warm to the touch as the skin brushed against yours. You see, dear buyer, being a realtor comes with responsibilities. I'm not like the other realtors, you see. I take great care in what I do, like those who simply want a quick snack. It's become so hard in here in the valley to find buyers. The other realtors have taken to simply snatching and running. Quite barbaric, wouldn't you agree? Mason gently cupped your cheek as he spoke. You were shocked he was being so kind. You could feel him nodding your head, or you were in agreement to what he was saying. No, my value is much higher. I find only the finest buyers and incorporate into something much greater than themselves. You can't just have any tendency. Now can I? I have my standards, and I will not stoop to such low behaviors. Weakly nod your head yourself with his help, not entirely comprehending what he was saying or talking about. His words sounding further and further away as your body grew heavier, and it felt as if you were sinking into the meat of the couch. I guess maybe you understand. Suppose since we're getting even so close now, I could draw my own facade. It does get tired of trolling this, albeit quite handsome, cumbersome little lower. He watched Mason's eyes grew dimmer. His body fell limp, still being held up by something, but his limbs no longer retained their rigidity. Quite impressive, isn't it? Such attractive lure. Comes quite easy to bring in such tasty, productive buyers the old-fashioned way. I suppose it's just my luck, but it'd be so gorgeous naturally. Clearly no wonder how I became the #1 realtor, right, dearest buyer? You literally watched as Mason was yanked backwards up towards the fleshy lamp on the ceiling. You noticed a umbilical cord like rope protruding from his neck as he hung there limply. You wanted to scream, cry, or anything, but your body was totally paralyzed at this point, and all you could do was feel the growing burning sensation as something hot slowly seeped into your clothes and onto your skin. Truly wish I could make the digestion process slower than this. Truly do, dearest buyer. I really enjoy some stimulating conversation. Alas, this is how it simply is, and I always have been. have not eaten in quite some time. Perhaps in another world, another time, we could have spent some more time in each other's company. I'm sure you understand that one must eat, though. I am truly grateful to you, dear buyer. His voice no longer coming from his limp, back to his body, but instead it sounded as if it was coming from the very walls around you. You could hear him sigh wistfully. The walls looked as if they were reading along with it. I will always think of you long after you become part of me. Finally allowed your heavy eyelids to close as you sunk deeper against the warm couch. You could feel the meaty fabric of the couch moving to cover you up like a soft blanket, almost tucking you in as you let yourself slip into a sleep you never wake from again. I die. Offer accepted. Okay. I knew something crazy was gonna happen, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Well, I mean, I guess if you look at the title, it does say house haunted. So I guess we got hunted by a house and the house ate us. These are the credits. You see who did the programming, writing, assets, Patreon supporters, music, and special thanks, and all that that fun stuff. So yeah, this is House Hunted. There are more than one ending. There's like, I think 4 endings. So if you are curious about this game and want to play it for yourself, of course everything will be in the description below, so you can play if you want to see the other endings. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. With that being said, hope you had a good day, good yesterday, better tomorrow, and I will catch y'all in the next video.